What's going on, YouTube? So here we have a Rosalino. I've wanted this fig ever since I started the hobby. My good friend Rocco from Michigan was kind enough to acquire one for me. It's about 3 years old, just unkept. We're gonna put it in one of our containers, our go-to, our 15 gallons, and I am gonna start to shape it and see if I can turn this into something pretty. Okay, I don't know how much I'm gonna talk to here. If I don't, I'm gonna throw in some cool music on, and then we'll go from there. Here I just slow down the video because I kind of want to show you why I don't really like the fabric grow bags. They have a tendency to make the roots just keep circling and circling. This tree, I don't know how old it was, starting to girdle itself. I can't stress enough how important it is to come up with the game plan. It's just going to save you a lot of time. This 10-minute video took me an hour to complete. I actually filmed this video after the transplanting uppotting video, but probably releasing this beforehand. Just make sure to hit the subscribe button. That video should be coming out. It's multiple parts, just a long thing, but here we go. You definitely want to make sure to saturate the pot. A wet soil media will allow you to be aggressive with the plant and not disturb the root ball. This is the part I wish I had someone to help film. I am using bamboo stakes and just training and straightening out these branches. As you can see, some of them are very wicked. It's a lot of physics involved in here. Supporting the base or the part of the branch really close to the trunk is very important here. You can see here a wicked bend. Just lots of zip ties, guys. Just figuring out where the strong points are, zip tying it in place. When you use zip ties, you gotta keep an eye on them. Figs grow really fast. If you're not careful and mindful, you can start to girdle these branches. So definitely keep an eye on it. And then you'll see me later on use some flex tape. It's what you eventually want to switch to as the branch starts to straighten out. Sometimes you do some extra work and then figure out that you really don't need to do it, but it was one of those things that I had to check before I cut them off. I eventually end up cutting these lower branches, but it's a great example of how to straighten out a branch. Here I'm just trimming out some of the scaffolds that are kind of hitting the center. I'm just really focusing on making sure I have 4 scaffolds to kind of build the form of the tree. This part of the video is very important. I attacked the probably worst branch of the whole tree. It was just wickedly bent. One thing I really want to stress out is you don't have to straighten these out in one go. It might take multiple training sessions before you straighten out the branch. So here I am trying to focus on making it straight. You can see how I'm kind of working on the end of the branch. Sometimes working backwards really helps out here. All I'm doing is sliding zip tie and just supporting it more. Here is where I'm doing my wire training with some floral wire. If you haven't checked out my videos in the past, especially my fall pruning videos, I do a lot of this wire training. The goal really here is trying to make sure that the scaffolds are at a 45-degree angle, and also following the clock method, right? A branch at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 area. So all I'm doing is using wire to kind of help shape it and move the branches where I need it. Besides supporting the branches vertically, you can also use the other branches to move it horizontally. As you can see here, I'm trying to move these branches to the right spots, and I'm just using some leverage and pulling it closer. Here, I decided to cut these lower branches. Stepping back and looking at the tree, it definitely didn't make sense to have them. I pretty much knew I was going to cut them when I first started, but it's always better to make sure before you do any cutting. Here you can kind of see how the wire training can really move it. I'm just trimming off the top of the tree here. Here is the flexible tape. What I highly recommend is over the course of the season, all these zip ties will be eventually removed and replaced with those flex tapes. You really don't need to cut all these zip ties. I'm just doing it for the video just to make it prettier. All right, guys. I don't know how I am editing this video. Obviously, I didn't explain anything. Hopefully, I did some voiceovers, but looks 10 times freaking better. I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out in the next couple of years here. Yeah, Rosalino, guys. All potted, trained. Peace. Homer from Basement Figs. Love you guys.